everybody, Everton Zaquini here. In today's video, I will be talking about rhythmic displacement in triplets and 16th notes. This video is a sequence of my last video about 16th notes in triplets. So we'll be using here the same scales, the same rhythmic patterns to teach you how to use triplets in 16th notes with rhythmic displacement. So you can check here the video if you don't know about the patterns that I use or the scale. So I just choose a backing track today that has the chord progressions of Comfort Blend Up from Pink Floyd, so you can use these ideas to improvise over this backing track. And here the idea of rhythmic displacement is that instead of you play the notes always doing the accent on the downbeat, 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, 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 you do the accent offbeat, so you can play, you can displace the first note in a different place. Alright, I'm going to use a metronome in 60 BPM, and the triplet pattern that I'll be using will be the same one that I used in the last video, in the same key, same pentatonic form, will be in B minor. So the first thing that I will do will be play the triplet with the accent in the downbeat. Remember, triplets we play 3 notes every beat, so I'll do the accent on the first note, then I'll play the same pattern with the accent on the second note. So instead of I start right on the beat 1, I will play offbeat a little bit after the beat 1, and then I will do the displacement again, but then start on the third note of the triplet. Accent on downbeat, 3, 4. Accent on the second note, 3, 4, 1. Accent on the third note of the triplet, 3, 4, 1. Now I will apply these patterns in a backing track for you to listen and get the sound of these triplets. Then I will improvise a little bit using these triplets as well. So you use short parts of these patterns in my improvise and doing these different accents. Downbeat accent. Second note. On the third note now. Improvise. Now I use the same idea, but applying 16th notes. So I use the same pattern that I used in the last video with the 16th notes pattern. And then I start with the downbeat. Then I start to displace the notes. So start in the second note, then in the third note, then in the fourth note. Metronome in 60 BPM. So accent downbeat. 3, 4. Now the accent on the second note. 3, 4, 1. Now with the accent on the third note. 3, 4, 1. And with the accent on the fourth note. 3, 4, 1. Now with a backing track, using the first one, just a short piece, and then downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whole pattern using with the displacement on the second note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Displacement now on the third note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now with the displacement on the fourth note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Improvising now using the displacements in 16th notes. So in this last example that I just gave, I used the same ideas, but sometimes instead of use the pattern, I use just 16th notes and doing this displacement. Now we have another way that we can use this. So what you do is you get the pattern, the triplet, and instead of play these 3 notes in triplets, I will play these 3 notes in 16th notes. So this pattern here. You do this with 16th notes, and then it can displace the notes as well and give a different feeling for the pattern. So if you're playing, for example, this pattern in triplets, when you change this for 16th notes, you give a different sound and you can create some surprise for the audience. Okay, so let's see first with the metronome and then with the backing track. Triplet patterns in 16th notes. 3, 4. Now you can use the same idea that I used on the triplet pattern with the 16th notes pattern. So you have 4 notes, but you play this with the triplets. So it also calls this rhythmic displacement. So when you have the pattern with 4 notes, it will sound like this if you're playing triplets. 3, 4. triplet pattern in 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sixteenth notes pattern in triplets. 3, 4. Alright guys, I hope that you can use all these ideas. So this is a concept that all the great guitar players use when they are improvising, creating solos. At the end of the video, there is another improvisation that I will be doing using all these ideas. If you liked it, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment and share with me what's the more tricky rhythmic displacement that you think it is, and which one that you like the best, and see you soon.